Today we're going to be talking about MVS to AES converters. I'm going to show you actual cartridges hooked up to this thing, the proper way to insert it into the system, and we're going to do some testing with some crazy stuff. We're going to do the old banana cartridge, the original 161-in-1. We're going to try it with the NeoSD Pro. And one of my favorite games, Neo DriftOut. So hang with me, and we'll get started. Let's go ahead and start with Neo DriftOut. So with this one and the Furrtek converter, now this is a knockoff of the Furrtek converter that I ordered on AliExpress before I knew that the person, that Furrtek, who designed this thing, sold his own. And if I would have known that, that's the one I would have bought. But unfortunately, I had already ordered this by the time I figured it out. So by the time the AES Plus comes out, I plan on ordering one of the new versions of this that he has coming out because I want to support him. So on this, the way you're going to align this is you'll notice that one side of the cartridge, let's see if I can, is thicker than the other. On this side, it's further away from the edge with the board on the inside. And on the converter, it does the same thing, where one side, I'm trying to line this up perfectly, one side is thicker than the other. So you want to make sure that they match on the cartridge itself, which I'm doing right here. And then you're just going to push it in like that. And you're going to take this, and when you insert it into the system, you want the arrows to be towards you. Now, this might seem counterproductive, and the whole reason for this video is there is no documentation that comes with the converter. The Neo Geo logo right here, you would think that would be that this would be pointing at you, and you could see it when you're looking at the machine. You can't. It's going to be pointing away from you. So when you insert it into the system, it's going to look like this. Now, the next up is we're going to take Neo DriftOut off. And we're going to try it with the 161-in-1 banana cartridge. We're going to line it up the exact same way. Banana cartridges are a little thicker, the 161-in-1. So now that we've got this set up, we're going to insert it the exact same way, just like this. And then this one can throw people off as well. If you have the NeoSD Pro for the MVS, it looks like the AES version, but it's not, of course, because the board size is different on the inside. You're going to want to use something like this. And when you look at it, this one's really important because if you, all of the labels and everything on the NeoSD Pro are backwards for some reason. So you want to look for that thicker edge. Make sure that on this one, it's going out to the thicker edge, which, well, there we go, is on this side. And then you're just going to connect it like this. And notice the arrow on this one, that's the only arrow you get, and when you plug it in, it's going to look like it's backwards, facing you, but it's not. This is actually the way that you want to be facing it. So you're going to drop this in, and really this is extra confusing because it has the Neo Geo logo down here, this is on the front, and it's completely backwards from how you would think it would go. Arrow facing towards you, goes in the system. All right, let's go ahead and see some of that beautiful footage. All right, so we are going to do some testing, and the first thing that we are going to test is the NeoSD Pro. So let's start with that. We're going to plug it in here. Okay, so we have the arrow down here. We're not going to face it this way, although you would think it would because it's going to go in the system. But notice it's wider up here. They actually did it backwards on the NeoSD Pro. This is the MVS version, obviously, if we're using the converter. Now it is, it's been said many times that these do not work with the Fusion converters. So yeah, you would think that normally this would be the way you face it in. It's going to be like this. Let's see what we get. Voila. Not great, right? So, yes, this is exciting television. Television? YouTube. This is a television. So, we didn't have any luck there, but that's all right. So the next thing that we're going to try is the multi-game 161 in 1 using this converter, and the new one that Furrtek is bringing out. I got a feeling this is what he's going to be working on to get this thing working with as many things as possible. So we're going to put it in this way, arrow, arrow, and it's going to go into the front. And again, very exciting. All right, we are eventually going to get to something that works, I promise. So, we're going to do away with this one and move on to, let's do Samurai Shodown 5 Perfect. This is a bootleg that came out a few years back. And we're going to go ahead and hook this one in. Face it the same way. Neo Geo away from you. Okay, looks like we got something. And no. Okay, so illegal instruction. Also bad. But that's okay. This is what I expect. All right, next up. This is labeled Metal Slug 6. That's not true. This is actually King of Gladiator. This is an old bootleg from back in the day. So we're going to go ahead and hook this up, make sure that we're doing it the right way. Ooh, it's a tight fit. Okay. I'm going to set them in, turn them on. Okay, garbage on the screen here. And trash. Alright, so I'll tell you, I am using a generic version of the Fusion converter. I think you'd have the same result on the one from Furrtek as well. And if I would have known originally that he had designed this when I bought it, I would have bought the one from him. Because first of all, the one he sells is cheaper. And he's doing an update later this year, like I mentioned earlier. So I would have waited. I would have waited for that. So now, let's test out one of my favorite games, Neo DriftOut. Okay, this is a legit MVS game. And when you place it in there, this will be readable on the top from your direction. arrow goes in the front. Okay, I think we're going to be in business. I'll be straight with you about it. I knew we'd be in business because I play this game all the time.
Okay.
All right, let's do the intro real quick. Now that I'm on camera, I'm probably going to suck it up, but I'm going to give it my best.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Left, right, wow!
All right. Not the best. I really messed up on that first turn, but you get the point. Works great, sounds great. So that's pretty much it for the demo. Let's go ahead and head back to the computer and do some talking about it. So overall, I think what you need to watch out for is you need the converter to play MVS on AES. A lot of the other stuff, you're really taking some chances as far as bootleg games, that kind of thing. I wish I had some of the post 2003 releases. I just don't have any. Is some of the indie games that have come out over the years since 2003, but really that's going to be on a case-by-case basis too. Like, the only way to know for sure is to drop it in and check it out, unless somebody that already has one of the games plus an AES or an AES Plus after November of this year, and a converter can give it a shot to tell you whether they work or not. That's really the only way that we're going to find out. The converter itself, just make sure you keep your eye on the prize of playing legit MVS games on your AES or AES Plus. I am confident it's going to work with the AES Plus. Furrtek, he worked on the AES Plus. He said that his converter works. This bootleg one, maybe it doesn't, right? But his actual one, he said confidently that it'll work. So I think you're in good hands. And besides, you don't want the Bobo one that I've got anyways. You want to get the real deal straight from him. So definitely order straight from the source when he does his update later this year, and you'll probably have better support than what you saw in the video today. But I've played a few different games on it. 3 Count Bout is one that I threw in. I'm going to be doing a review on 3 Count Bout soon, so keep an eye out for that too. But let's just got to get back to topic here. We got to stay on topic here. You know me, man. I'll just start trailing off talking about God knows what. So what I would do is with your converter, and when you get your AES Plus, I would focus on MVS games that you know aren't going to come out for the AES Plus, like third-party releases, like Neo DriftOut is a great example, the one we just played. This is going to be the most affordable way to do that, because you'll be able to get the converter and buy the MVS version, which are almost always cheaper. So if you want to get pretty much any game for MVS, and it's not one of the new AES Plus releases, you're going to get it cheaper on MVS. So just keep that in mind when you're starting to collect for the system. And I know, like, the official releases for AES, the packaging and everything looks so nice. But if you can get really nice shock boxes from Southtown Homebrew with great art that looks fantastic. That's what I do for all of my MVS games. As everybody knows, right now I'm MVS first as far as my collection goes. That's what I always strive to pick up. But that may change in the future. I don't know. Really, it comes down for me. Whatever I can get my hands on, I want legit versions of games, but really I don't care if it's MVS or AES, as long as it'll play on either one of those machines, right? So One of the benefits of MVS cartridges is if you have an MVS system, arcade machine, then you can easily move your cartridges from one to the other. As long as you have the converter, you can use it on both machines, which is pretty cool. I want to give a shout out to my Patreons as always. We've got Martin Doyle, our newest sign up, and we have Joe Boo, the original patron of Gamesboro. Thank you both for your support so much. It's always coming from the heart. What I really want is for your comments. I want to know how you feel about this video. Tell me how you feel about this MVS converter. Are there any MVS games that you're looking forward to playing? Any exclusive MVS games that never came out on the AES that you're going to get for your AES Plus? Man, I want to know. Tell me about them. And on that note, I'm Audi 5000. Gamesboro out.